Hello all students. Today we are going to continue with this evaluation of encoding schemes we are going to see. So for the evaluation some terms we have to see for it. First of all, the signal spectrum, that is. Second thing is clocking. Third is the signal interference and noise immunity. And next thing is the cost and complexity. The first thing is that signal spectrum. Signal spectrum means what here? In that the lack, we have to see the lack, how much lackage of the high frequencies that are there, that is reducing the required bandwidth, right? And then the lack of DC component, that is allowing the AC coupling via transformer, providing the electrical isolation and reducing the interference, we can say. And next thing is concentrate power in the middle of the bandwidth. So these are the things. So lack of the high frequencies, तो हाई फ्रिक्वेंसी अगर नहीं होगा तो क्या होगा, तो रिक्वायर्ड बैंडविड्थ ऑटोमेटिकली रिड्यूस हो जाएगा. दैट विल बी सो रिडक्शन विल बी देयर इन द बैंडविड्थ, राइट. एंड डीसी कंपोनेंट अगर कम होगा या फिर नहीं होगा तो क्या होगा, वो एसी कपलिंग वाया ट्रांसफार्मर को अलाउ करेगा ताकि इलेक्ट्रिकल आइसोलेशन हो सके, राइट. तो इलेक्ट्रिकल पावर through the alternate current it is able to get, and it will reduce also, help in reducing the interference now. And next thing is concentrate power in the middle of the bandwidth. So that is also the thing that is done in this big signal spectrum. Next thing is clocking. That is needed to determine the beginning and end of each bit, right, to know how much time it is taking to transmit that each bit from from one part to another, right, from one source to the destination, we can say. So that is the clocking that is needed for determining the beginning and end of the each bit. Next thing is synchronizing the transmitter and receiver now. So synchronizing for synchronizing this transmitter and receiver. Transmitter means the source part and receiver, that is the destination part. So here for that what we have to use the external clock, which is expensive, and the synchronization mechanism that is based on the transmitted signal now. Next thing is the signal interference and noise immunity is there, right? Signal interference and noise immunity. So that are what some codes are there that are better than the others in the presence of noise, we can say, right? So here, and that performance is usually expressed in the terms of BER, that is bit error rate, we can say, right? That the full form is BER that is for bit error rate, right? So here that is related to this signal interference and noise immunity, we can say. Next thing is cost and complexity now. So higher signal rate is there, that is leading to the higher cost, right? So higher signal rate, that is the data rate, we can say. So that is leading to the higher cost, and some codes are there that are requiring the signal rate that are greater than the actual data rate, we can say. So this is the all about the evaluation of the encoding schemes. Now we will see about this digital data and analog signal, analog signal. So here what we are doing, we are transmitting the digital data using the analog signal, and that is most familiarly used in the public telephone system now. So that is designed to transmit the analog signals in 300 Hz to 3400 Hz, that use modem for digital data to analog or vice versa, we can say, right? So that is the modulator or demodulator, we can say. So first of all it is converting that particular part into analog, and then it is again demodulating into the original form. So modulation here, it is involving some operation on one or more of the three characteristics of a carrier signal, we can say. So here is the particular digital to analog conversion that is given, that we have to use some mechanism for that. So here the digital to analog conversion can be done through the amplitude shift keying, that is the first mechanism. Second is frequency shift keying, right? And third thing is phase shift keying. After these three are done, then we have to do the similar process, that is the after the only for the amplitude shift keying or this phase shift keying, we have to do this quadrature amplitude modulation, we have to do, that is QAM, that is short form of this, right? And before this, the three mechanisms are also having a short form as ASK, that is for amplitude shift keying, FSK, that is the frequency shift keying, and PSK, that is the phase shift keying. So this is all about the digital to analog conversion that is used while the modulation part. While the demodulation part, again that particular part is converted into the digital data and received by the receiver. So this is the particular part that is given for the three different particular part, that is the ASK, FSK and PSK, we can say. So here you are able to see. So first of all, first part, this first part, that is the digital data, we can say. So this is the digital data that can be in the form of a 0 or 1 form, right? So in the 0 form, that is the going straight, and when the 1 is coming, that is going downwards, and then it is going straight till the 1 is again continued, and after that it is going towards the 0, that is going upwards towards 0, then again 1 that is going towards downwards, then 0 that is continued, that 3 times, so 3 times it will go continue upside, then 1 is coming, then it will go downwards, then it will go continue, and then 0 will continue upwards. So this is how the particular work is done in the digital data. This is the digital data form. Now when it is converted using the ASK, that is the amplitude shift keying, so here we can be able to see where the 0 is there, that is going straight, and when the 1 is there, that is showing some analog signal, right? So that is having the similar frequency or similar amplitude, we can say, right? So similar amplitude, it is similar amplitude means what? The same particular cycle, so with the same particular frequency, it is continuing till this 1 is continued, and when the 0 is there, then it will go straight, then there is no change there, that will go straight, and the 1 is there, it is reacting, and finally it is converting into a waveform with the same amplitude, and then when 0 is there, so it is going again, when 1 is there, and then it is showing the same cycle of that amplitude, then 0 that will go straight. So this is how the particular part is working, right, in the amplitude shift keying. Now when the frequency shift keying is coming, what is happening, we can be able to see here. When the 0 is there, the particular waveform is different, and when the 1 is there, the particular waveform is different. So here we are able to see this particular waveform is having a one cycle now, only one cycle is completed when the 0 is there, and here we can see able to see 1 and this two different cycles are completed when the 1 is coming. So this is the particular change that we are able to see in the frequency shift key. When the 0 is there, the only single cycle is there, and when 1 is coming, the two cycles are completing at a time, right? So this is how, so this is the particular frequency. So frequency are changing for these waves, we can say, right, when the 1 is coming. So this is particular about the frequency shift keying. And when the phase shift keying is there, so here we are able to see this phase shift keying. So here in the 0 part, and in the 0 part, see we are here, 1 and 2 cycles are completing here in the 0, and when the particular 1 is coming, so here 1 and 2 different cycles are there, but in the inverted form is there. So inverted form is there. So this is how, so here the particular phase is changing, right? The phase, that the particular angle of that wave is changing here. So 0 is coming, so that the particular is completing 2 cycles. In the 1 also there is completing 2 cycles, but in the inverted form when the 1 is coming. So here, so this is how the particular, we can say that this is the phase that is changing here in the phase shift keying. So this is the particular part that we are able to see in these three different mechanisms, how this particular shift keying is working. So here the particular in the now we will see one by one the amplitude shift keying. First of all, we are able to see here the values are represented by different amplitudes of carrier signal, that is representing the binary 0 or 1 here, right? So both frequency and phase remains constant here, right? So frequency and phase both are remaining same, and while amplitude changes and one of the amplitude is 0, right? So amplitude changes while the amplitude changes and one of the amplitude is 0, right? So inefficient because up to 1200 bps, that is the bits per second, on a voice grade lines we can say, so that is inefficient for up to 1200 bits per second. Now here the application, so that is used to transmit the digital signal over the optical fiber that we are able to see here. So here we are able to see this diagram. Here we are able to see this diagram. So that is what, so here this particular part, so this is the digital data, right? So that is in the 0 or 1 form. Now the carrier signal is here, right? So carrier signal is continuing with the constant particular waveform, but when the ASK part is applied, so here we are able to see this, that in the one part these waves are continuing, and in the 0 the particular single straight line is there. So we can say in the 0 that is there is no such amplitude is there for the waveform, and when the ASK amplitude part is there, so that is a modulated signal we are seeing toward in the part of 1. So that is the thing that we are able to see in this ASK, and here we are able to see this particular part. This is a digital data form, this is a multiplier that is changing into this particular ASK part, right? So here the oscillator is there, that is giving the frequency FC, right? So when the oscillator is helping that particular giving the frequency FC, so that when the 1 is there in the digital form, so that will be able to give that frequency to that particular part, and finally we are able to see that modulated signal in the part of 1, right? So this is all about the ASK part. Now binary frequency shift keying, that is the full form of this BFSK that we have already seen here also. So here this we are able to see this is the BFSK. So here now, so the most common form of FSK is this binary FSK VSC. So two binary values are there that are represented by this two different frequencies near carrier frequency, right? So here the peak amplitude and phase, the remaining two parts are remaining constant we are seeing, right? Frequency का part आ रहा है, मतलब बाकी के दो part क्या हो जाएंगे, constant हो जाएंगे during each bit interval, right? So amplitude will not be able to change, and phase part is also not able to change. So only the particular part that is changing, that is frequency we can say. So here, so that is less susceptible to error than the ASK. So where it is used now, so we can see that particular part is used in the voice lines, that is having the high frequency from 3 up to 30 megahertz, that is the radio transmission. So here we are able to see the diagram, right? So this diagram is showing that particular part. So here the first of all the digital signal is there, right? So digital signal is there. Once again, first of all I am going to enlarge this particular figure. Now here we are able to see this particular signal is there, that is in the digital form. In the 1 form we are able to see some change, and the 0 it is going straight in the downwards. So that is what the particular thing that we are able to see in the 1 and 0 form. And when it is when the carrier signal is there, that is here we can see the carrier signal. This is the particular continuing constantly up to the complete process, that up to the complete transmission we can say. And here the particular what here it is changing, that is the frequency, that here we are able to see that is changing when both are. So now here we are able to see this this particular part we are using for the one part, and this particular part we are using for the 0 part now. So these two are the different signals that we are using. These two are the two different carrier signals here we are using with the different frequencies. When the 1 is there, only the different frequency is there, and when the 0 is there, so this particular frequency will be used. So here we are seeing the final part. So here you can be able to see this 1, right? So in the 1 this particular signal is used here, and when it is 0 then this particular signal is used here. So this is the particular part that we are using two different frequencies. So that is a binary frequency shift keying we are able to see. So this is how that particular part is working now. So this is the all about the binary frequency shift keying. Now the phase shift keying we are able to see now. Now the phase shift keying के अंदर क्या हो रहा है, इसके अंदर the phase of the carrier signal is shifted to represent the data, we can say, right? The phase of the carrier signal, right? तो phase of the carrier signal, तो इसके अंदर क्या होगा, तो phase यहाँ पे change हो रहा है, तो phase is going to be shifted. So finally what we are able to see, so here we are able to see that amplitude और frequency, बाकी के जो दो पार्ट है वो क्या करेंगे, इसमें constant रहेंगे during each bit interval. So most efficient use of bandwidth are possible here compared to the FSK. So higher data rate can be transmission can be done with the higher data rate, right? So two type are in PSK. So first is the binary PSK and second thing is differential PSK. So normally we are able to see this binary PSK. So how it is working here, sir, we are able to see here. So here you can be able to see this the digital data. So 1 it is going upwards and in the 0 it is going downwards. So here the carrier signal here with the constant frequency is given here. Now when the particular modulation part is done, so that is using this one part, the same frequency that is given by this carrier signal, and when the 0 part is coming, that particular part is inverted, and finally we are able to see the inverted part here in this particular part. And when the 1 part is again there, then the same part we are able to see here, same part we are able to see here. When the 0 is coming, then the inverted part is coming there of this. So inverted मतलब ये पूरा फेज ही चेंज हो रहा है, पूरा एंगल चेंज हो रहा है, ठीक है. 180 डिग्री पे पूरा का पूरा पार्ट को अगर चेंज करो तो इस टाइप से दिखेगा. सो दैट इज़ द फेज पार्ट दैट इज चेंज. सो दैट इज़ अ मॉड्यूलेटेड सिग्नल वी कैन से. सो हियर also the particular digital data signal is given to the multiplier in which the frequency is given by the oscillator, and finally we are able to see this particular wherever this particular part is given, this 0 is there, so the particular part will be there, this for 0, and the blue part is for 1 we are able to see, right? So this is how this particular part is working, that is a binary phase shift keying we are able to see. Now here we are seeing this analog data signal, analog data and analog signal we are able to see. So here what we have to do, we have to combine an input signal MT and the carrier frequency FC to produce a signal that is ST and whose bandwidth is usually centered on FC, we can say FC, that is the frequency. So here the examples are given, that is the voice signals that are transmitted over a telephone lines at their original spectrum, we can say. So types of modulations are there. One is AM, that is the amplitude modulation, and next one is the angle modulation. In these the further two different classifications are there. One is the frequency modulation, that is FM, and second thing is the phase modulation part that we are able to see here. So these are all about the analog data. We have to use this analog data that is to be sent using the analog signals. So here we are able to see this carrier signal that is having the constant frequency, right? And here the sinusoidal signals we are able to see, right? So this is the sinusoidal signals in which the 1 cycle is given here, right? So now for the amplitude modulation, here we are able to see this particular part. So some changes are there that we are able to see in the amplitude. So here this particular part is we are able to see. When the 0 is there, that will go constant, and then it is going towards downwards. So the amplitude is again and again changing here. And here the phase modulation is given here. So phase modulation is so here the constant frequency is there. Again here in between we are able to see this change, that is the inverted part, right? The angle is going to be changed. And in the frequency part also we are able to see this particular part, how this particular part, this is the frequency modulated wave, right, in the at the last. So this is the particular analog signal, that is analog data that is used, that is using the analog signal to be sending towards the receiver. So this is all about the analog data and analog signal. In the next part I am going to explain so this part more deep, so more deeply, and finally we are going to continue with this analog data and analog signal in the next lecture. So thank you for the today's lecture. If any doubt, you can ask me using WhatsApp or call, or in the comment section also you can able to write that particular part, whatever doubt is there for with you. And thank you for today's lecture. We will continue in the next.